what's the hurry? Quite the find. Catch the wind.
Jade Chamber. Is it... Well, let's look around. Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must...
What's the hurry? Windblade!
Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to Huh? Why? Or... Alright, let's Oh. Looks like we've gotten close. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? No. Oh, now that you mention it...
A reward on the road.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. No. Wait. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber.
What? We're just on guard.
What nonsense! Cease.
Well, here they Steady us. as a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me.
Who goes there? Take the target alive!
Someone needs assistance. I must leave no stone unturned.
Attack! Take this! Bested!
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kutching.
Who are you calling strange? You want... We're invited guests, here to look for the... Well, as it happens... Oh! I'm Kutching. I know of you, traveler. Wow. The Guizhong Ballista and Tianheng Path. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene. So this was all a misunderstanding? Anyway. That was... Huh? Oh, right. So, just call me Kutching. I'd say that Ningguang's... We're not taking when you say protect. Huh? You are mortals, and thus under their protection. Naturally, they would also regard... I'll say it like it is. Well, you've got... Still, this... Should I respect... Forget it. I should... Either way, I will admit that the... Rex Lapis's death is indeed... How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, the time of the Adeptat... I'll stop here. You should both be off to the Jade... The cream of Liyue's mercantile... Favor? But, wait! That's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture! We need to get one. Not... Alright. You can decide on your... You didn't actually have to... Well then. May we meet again, traveler. Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty... So, what should we give to Ningguang? Oh, right! Paimon has a feeling that it would be... Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But let's go gather ingredients... Look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious! That's the one! Someone needs assistance. Huh? Is it... Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from... Uh-oh. It looked... Someone needs to... Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
You're open! You're open! You're open!
I'll catch up.
Thank you.
I was no.
I understand. Don't say that. I'm Mung Dan. I never expected that those... Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure?
Wait a moment. Actually,
Oh?
do you have a box that...
Of course we do. Now just give me a moment.
Great!
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Hey there!
Uncle Mung already told many of the best good here. This can...
Yep. Hang on a moment.
Sure, please help.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique, it's done!
Oh, yes. You...
Woohoo! It looks great!
What's the hurry? Though the clouds may darken and light turn...
According to Kuchi, excuse me,
Yes. How...
it's not convenient to...
Ah, well said.
Yep,
And yet the code they use...
I've been waiting for you, returnee from
it's since this is our...
Oh, for me. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from At first, it would... One day, I believe it will overshadow not many from outside. As such, I have been put...
What?
And I finally got wind of...
Wait, was...
Everyone at Wangshi... At the Gui...
you...
All eyes and ears are more than sufficient. Well, I wouldn't expect you. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk. In the end, you can see Goyun's stone beneath the spears lie the. Not only is it true, another lord of Geo will, even in a new era, the Liuachi Sing that day at Yujing Terrace. But our enemy has long hiding the Exuvia was a.
Who's this enemy?
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when.
Ooh!
Why, you've kept you.
That's because even the story.
That's because that wall. But the secret, if possible. But if you were to choose the more. You'd pick Kuching? Nah. I originally thought her a bit too, but after she said the. Well, I won't deny that Indeed. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied allowing the right of part.
It's a. Wait, that's right.
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return.
Well, we have made.
Yay! One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. Just imagine. Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there and... La 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 la... Huh? There's a sigil of... that doesn't sound... Oh, Ningguang... But research on the sigil of... Speaking of which... Oh, well, Oh, so you're saying that it's anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at the...
What's the hurry?
Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And, I missed a spot. Someone needs assistance.
I will end you.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Let's end this quickly. Frozen.
If at first you don't succeed. Someone needs...
Freeze! This moment will be frozen. Cover. I slipped up. Dies this.
Steady as stone, as a good knight should.
I guess this is it. Some quiet.
I must leave no stone unturned. Someone needs assistance. Pylons? But how did a relic of you... Oh, Talos, maybe being able to channel divine power in battle? And the plot, the last step... Let's go!
A reward on the road.
Right on time. Did you enjoy your visit?
It was so...
Indeed. Then you met with Ningguang?
She's super rich and so generous. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is...
Oh.
She said...
Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her. Yes, she has only relied on her... It's said that she's the one behind...
The Jade Chamber is only second.
Why more?
All Ningguang talked about was the...
That is how the Fatui have always been. No matter what they may...
So, is there anything we need...
Yes, as a matter of fact, they're...
Glaze lilies. Oh, right!
No. Though Dihua Marsh used to be full before the Archon. Of course, there are some kinds of wild glaze lily, but I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the
So how good is your singing? Really?
We'll only know once.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue? Steady as stone. Huh. Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. The glaze lilies used it.
Well, that's
Unfortunately,
that's so.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's her face?
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised. Ah, that reminds me. How was your
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. Something seems... She's acting different from the first...
Ah, well, I met you at that...
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy...
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be... Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have...
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotion. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, yes. Now that the spirit, the other 5, including of the current 7 Archons, this means that Liyue had been under...
So what do you think of this?
Huh? As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Li... But as an Adeptus,
Huh?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing us...
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to...
Wow, so you really know your stuff?
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not, if you would excuse me, I should...
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies,
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small... So you must be careful to take the time.
Wow. See? All right, I think it's about time... Someone needs assistance. Huh. Leave it all to me. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Someone needs time to clean up. Ooh, wonderful. What happened? The city...
Ah, you're the The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun.
Do they intend to exercise?
Most likely. However, both sides were quite
It seems inevitable.
The Adepti do not acknowledge.
Surely the Liyuech.
They're
And what now?
That's all. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must reign. Only now do they want to. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this? I'll catch up. I'll catch up. anyone needs assistance. Wow! It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora. This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. Back to... It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells quick. We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right. I'll catch up. Huh. I'll catch up.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along. To feel the thrill of... Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. You've made some progress. Passable effort. A fine opportunity.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Not bad, not bad. Guess I should take you more seriously. Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Dodge this!
No use hiding back there.
Freeze!
Crush you!
I'll catch up.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing as we get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
This is going to cost you! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it!
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this!
Leave it up to me. Yeah.
You're kind of above.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Senora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo... Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adept guy. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? So will the power of the Qixing, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? Wait, all of you are supposed to be the Guardian?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into...
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
As a dutiful maid would.
Well, you try. This should be fun.
Someone needs assistance.
I miscalculated.
I'll catch up. Leave it all to me. Someone needs assistance.
Dodge this! What's the hurry?
That's it.
Ah! Cool it!
will be frozen in time.
Don't be a killer. Went too far.
What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Cool it! Let's end this quickly!
The ancient gods attacking again! There are so many Fatui fuel! We can't
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time to Julian Karst! Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave! This granny's really strong! Time to clean up!
This capture.
Someone needs assistance. Someone needs assistance. I must leave no stone unturned.
My duty. At an end.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle. Dodge this! This fight will be frozen in time. Freeze! Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Exercise caution! I fear that the god's power has reached its peak!
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
This capture it.
Cool it! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite!
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Just
I'll catch up. As a good knight should.
let me.
I must leave.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace!
Freeze!
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world. But I dare.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and...
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come... I thought this battle would perhaps be my... Although I am a mere mortal soldier.
Huh? Why does everyone look so...
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite...
I wasn't afraid. All the strong and danger is near. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue
Seeing the port around us now...
Your line of inquiry is askew.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
Yes, one understands what the conqueror of demons means. The city of Li... One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contract... Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between human... Oh, right! It's the child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the... this rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Cryo is always far more effective. Rain. This is going to get interesting. Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting.
Cool it! Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this!
I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance. catch up. Steady as stone. Yeah! Time to clean up. Diana special. I'm a rock. Someone needs assistance.
Don't get frostbite. Freeze!
Leave it all to me. I'll catch up. Huh. I must leave no stone unturned. Leave it all to me. I missed a spot.
I see. Don't burn yourself out. Retreat!
I must leave no stone unturned. Steady as stone. I'll catch up.
There you are, eavesdropper. The more, the merrier.
Dodge this!
I'll catch
me
up.
amuse myself a little.
Let the show begin. Okay. I must leave no stone unturned.
Time for retribution!
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance.
Freeze! Oh, so
Let's
sorry.
dance. As a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
Dodge this!
What's the hurry?
I must leave no stone unturned. Leave it all to me.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
Someone needs assistance. must leave no stone unturned. I'll catch up.
This map will be frozen in time. Freeze! Cool it!
Leave it all to me. Time to clean up. I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance.
Is there anything I can do for you?
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhang...
Doesn't the Northland Bank? Last time we saw Zhang, do you think he doesn't know about the attack? We had better go and make sure that...
Thank you so very much, lady.
I'll catch up.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the power, so it might be best to keep...
Well, if it isn't...
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for... So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be...
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyric goes into an uproar. Talk about...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost it. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, Traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
Ha! On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such...
Hey, what about me?
I think that thanks would be... If you hadn't created...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the
Well...
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal, my agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now. Ooh, wonderful. I'll catch up.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean...
Yes, and to think that this
Say...
Now that you... I mean it all? Still, what's...
Ah, forget it.
Someone needs assistance.
Oh, well, since we're... So Rex... Oh, come on. There's only one real possibility. The Fatui? Shh! Lower your voice. If the
I'll catch up.
Hear ye all! The Chi sings words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too, gods and adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too, rumors and hearsay having been thwarted in his trial, nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chi Sing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up? Could the Chi Sing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they... Did Zhongli tell them in secret after... Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look. Look, it's Ningguang and Kuching.
As said previously,
3,700...
we the people of Li...
The long, unending dream of...
Now that we have a... Will you stand...
So concludes the words of her... Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have...
Huh?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way.
Is that the traveler who...
So young. The Liyue Qixing always name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
And to think I'd thought it'd see... Well, that...
Perhaps...
As for the mortal...
I'll catch up. I'll catch up. Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. And here you are looking...
Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Shinya Ki.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli.
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Morax lack...
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. so I had to...
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spent, but since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not...
Paimon thinks that we should...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball.
Paimon thinks we've heard...
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of...
That said, though people of Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, this is what visions are. Magical folk.
That's how...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision hunt?
Yes. It was an order to seize all...
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the...
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now knowing her, she must have again quoted that at 7 ideals for 7 gods. All right then. Was there anything else you wished to know?
Yeah, about that.
These are indeed false accusations. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relation. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wished to... Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside.